What's up, people? My name is Shai Crow, and I'm joining the first season of the IBL, International Battle League. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my drafts and why I picked them, and yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, I should state that this league is kind of like the UCL. If you haven't watched the UCL, I highly recommend it. So yeah, you pick 3 Pokemons out of each tier in the Smogon tiers. So it's OU, UU, RU, and NU. So let's begin with my OU drafts. First off, I picked Mew. Just because Mew can learn every single move, and it's a great offensive, defensive, speedy mon. I can do pretty much anything with it. So that's why I picked it. And I was one of the third, I think I was the third person to draft in OU. So I was just quick with picking Mew, because I need it on my team. Next up is Bisharp. It's a mon that I'm confident in using. I've used it ever since I begun with competitive Pokemon. And I needed Dark and Steel type. So Bisharp just filled that in pretty great. I was thinking about picking Kartana first, but I was just thinking, nah, I'm more confident in Bisharp. But that's okay. Even though I didn't pick up that grass type, I picked up Tangrowth as my grass type. So it's a regenerating bulk machine. Sure, its base 50 special defense is pretty bad, but with Assault Vest, that's no problem. And I can run it defensively just run it defensively, because 100 HP and 125 defense is nothing to laugh at. So that's my reason for picking those. Moving on to the UU tier, I drafted Terrakion. I needed a fighting type, but I didn't realize that it was a fighting type. I just wanted something that is super offensive. Something that just can run through teams and do as much damage as possible. So yeah, and if someone is trying to hit my Psychic types with Dark type move, I have Justified. So Terrakion just gets a free boost. So that's pretty neat. And for my second Pokemon, I have Reuniclus. It's another regenerating Pokemon and a Psychic type, just to bait out those knockoffs or Dark Pulse or whatever. And yeah, it can be run defensively but still deal so much damage. So I just love Reuniclus because of that. My last pick in the UU tier was Tornadus, the regular one. It got Prankster, so I can put up Tailwinds if I want to. I can use Defog. I can even use Bulk Up if I want to. It's another knockoff user, so I think that's pretty neat. And it got U-turn. That was the main reason. And I needed a Pokemon that's off the ground. So Tornadus just fits perfectly with the rest of my team so far. So in the RU tier, my first draft was Milotic, just because that Marvel Scale boost in defense and that it's just bulky as fuck. It's real good, and I love it. And I need a water type on the team. So Milotic was just there. I'm going to name it Aquarius every battle. I have nicknames for all my mons, but that's another topic for my team builders. So yeah, next up I picked Rotom Heat. Just because I needed a fire type and I needed an electric type. In the beginning I was thinking about drafting Salazzle and Raikou, but Raikou got drafted, so I was out of electric types. I could have picked Mega Ampharos, because then I would got both an electric type and a dragon type, but I had another Mega in plan, which you will see in the next draft. So Rotom Heat just can be run both offensively and defensively. Will-O-Wisp, another Volt Switcher. So yeah, that's my reason for picking Rotom Heat. Now to my Mega. It's Mega Banette. Probably not the most usual thing to use in a draft league, but I love using it. I haven't used it in so long, but I love it. Just that Prankster Will-O-Wisp, Prankster Destiny Bond, Prankster Sub Cotton Guard. I can do so much with this thing. And it's my only mon with a priority move in Shadow Sneak. And it got 165 base attack. I mean you can't just ignore that. It doesn't look like a huge threat, but it can be one. So moving on to the NU tier, I drafted Rhydon because I needed a ground type for some of my electric weaknesses. And yeah, it's bulky. It got 130 in attack, so I can run it offensively if I want to, if that's needed. So yeah, that's my reason for picking Rhydon. Next up we have Miltank. I was thinking about drafting Scrafty or Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee because it's a fighting type that I know I can use pretty well, and it can use Rapid Spin. So I don't have to rely on defoggers. But then some of the other guys in the league pointed out that I already have Terrakion. Then I was thinking, what can I use instead? What does my team need? And by looking at my team, an offensive grass type can run through my team. And Miltank gets Sap Sipper. So it won't even take damage from a grass type move. And I was like, neat, I take that. So here we are with my thick Bay on the team. So moving on to my last draft, I was looking at my team and I realized I don't have a fairy type. Sorry, that was my phone. But I didn't have a fairy type, and I wanted a Intimidate user. So then I saw that Gramble was still there, haven't been drafted, so I picked Gramble. So yeah, that's my whole draft, all 12 mons, and we can use Sea Crystals in this league, and I chose Psychonium C, or Psychium C, I don't know what the fuck, Psychium C, okay. And yeah, that's my whole draft. So my next video that I'm going to upload is going to be a team builder for Yewen. On paper he got the scariest team in the whole league, in my opinion. So yeah, me and another dude named Islekid, we sat and discussed over his meal. While he was eating, we sat and discussed what possible mons that I could bring, and we have come up with a team that I'm pretty confident in. I won't tell you that now, but will be in the team builder before the battle. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped. But my name is ShyCrow, and this is my first video. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye bye.